This light ain't great. You can't really sit that close to the window and get some light in here. Almost sunset. There we go. So kind of yeah, the problem is I can't sit that close to the camera for you to see me. I'm in a dark angle of the trailer here on the sun's behind me. Ooh, I am tired. What a long day. Oh my word. How many camps did we hit in the last 24 hours? I lost count. Oh, we did a lot of stuff here. It was awesome, but tiring. I'm so tired. I'm going to sleep so good tonight. I'm going to have a lot more work to do. It's getting hotter every day. Summer's coming. People are leaving. Slab is getting emptier and emptier. Looks like we're going to have one of the biggest camps in Slab. Not the biggest camp when all is said and done for the summer, you know. We got several new people just arriving. More people arriving tomorrow. One left yesterday. One's coming today. One's coming tomorrow. It makes it a little easier to survive when you have a support network out here, you know. If you get sick for a few days, I mean, people make sure you cool down and give you water. Anyway, woof, what a day. I'm going to read the chat a little bit, but not too much, actually. I mean, I will check it more. Last time I didn't check it at all because I wanted to do my own thing, but it's going to be a slow one. I'm super tired. I've been playing a lot, too. I burned my voice out. Just like, just stretch it. Woof. Man, we got so many projects going on. Next video, I'll walk you around and show you the projects and stuff. The problem is that I didn't get a lot of sleep last night because we were doing awesome slabby things, and now it's 3:30 in the afternoon, and I'm pretty tired, but the sun is still up, so we can't really sleep. I don't want to waste my generator on AC because I got stuff to do. I got a fan here. I guess I can plug that in. That might help. But yeah, I hate falling asleep in the desert in the afternoon because you wake up drenched in sweat with a headache, dehydrated, and you feel a lot worse than if you just didn't rest at all. So we're all slowly switching to nocturnal out here. We're going to sleep later and later every night because that's the coolest time of day. The slabs is changing back to the lava hellscape. This neighborhood's getting bigger every day. It's not me. I just sit here. I just want to make more videos. I know it's weird. I have like almost 2,000 videos between all my channels. I don't know why you people watch. I'm just going to keep some kind of record because I tend to do things in my life and then people are like, they sound unbelievable. And they sound unbelievable to me. So, yeah, one day I want to be like, oh, look, that's right. I did do that. Whew. So sleepy, sorry to keep complaining, but what a 24 hours. All good things. Like the 2 days before that, that was rough because, you know, it's rough out here, especially if you're a big heart and you're trying to do good. And, you know, it's a constant battle against the elements. You know, if this land was at all inhabitable, there would be a strip mall here. But the strip mall would melt and nobody wants to come out here. And this toxic environment and flash floods and haboobs and 70-mile-an-hour winds that would be considered hurricanes anywhere else. That's why we get to live here free, you know. So I always try to remember that every time my camp is destroyed by natural disaster or man-made disaster. I'm doing a lot of art. It's cool. Like, man, I'm gonna see a lot of that in the next few days. I'm just setting it up, but like we're doing a lot of setup this week because we got a lot. Every time we expand the camp, more people come like that. Like we're barely keeping up. Like we're running around, getting beds, getting rooms, getting trailers. Yeah, fun times. I'm pretty set for summer already. Like we were good last summer. You know, not comfortable, but good. And we locked ourselves in a room, 8 by 10 room, for basically 100 days straight, and we came out stronger and closer. So you know, I think the summer will be okay. I'm gonna put the projector out soon at night. Once I'm hanging out at night, and we have a big projector, we put it on the outdoor living area. It's kind of a community living room for the whole neighborhood. Watch cartoons, do karaoke, play video games, hang out a lot at night when it's cool, sleep on top of the RVs, and just sleep right out on the sofas and on the carpet and stuff. And it's fun. I like summer. Uh, I hate the heat, but I love the summer nights, and I love that lazy people. You know, I love that you got this lab all to yourself. Um, I love the close relationships and bonds, the trust that are built when we rely on each other to survive out here for a summer. And when everybody comes back, we all remember who was there, you know, who helped you dig a hole in the heat, who brought you water when you needed it, you know, that kind of thing, who gives you a ride to get ice or water. Those relationships become strong. And when you're at the range, and it's easy to be cool, and when everybody's got money and drugs and whatever quasi fame, you know, they're winning their popularity contest or whatever. Like, I remember who was here when it wasn't glamorous, when it was hard, who sacrificed, who shared their food on a hot day and walked over here, right? And that's done me well so far, because you know I have a lot of real friends out here, the people I trust, like people I trust because they had the chance to let me suffer or help, and they helped. And I remember those people, even the quiet ones. I'm not too cool for them at the range. I don't need to meet all the cool kids. I don't need to meet all the bands. I want to sit there with the people who you know, sat there with me during the summer. But there's no shame in leaving. I mean, 99% of slabs leave. People who've been here many, many years. It doesn't make you less of a slabber, but you'll stay the summer. It makes you a little less insane, maybe. But I feel really good this summer because I'm checking on and guarding and supporting multiple camps, like basically every camp in Slab City with a rainbow flag in front of it. Stopping there twice a week, checking on people's camps, making sure it's secure while they're out. Helping the people who are left with any needs. Like, hey guys, I'll sit here at your camp, or you guys can go to Walmart or go have a good time, go to Ranger Skate Park, and we'll sit here and wait for you to come home and stuff. That makes me feel good that people who've been here way longer than me get a chance to leave and get a chance to have a break and get a chance to live their own life a little bit. Like, I really respect and admire Cornelius. Like, Cornelius taught me a lot out here, and um, they get to leave, man. They pay their dues, and they also get to come back whenever. My first year here, Cornelius actually was still in Alaska, so I became friends with Library, and I didn't meet Cornelius until they came back from Alaska. And I remember the reception that they got when they walked into the range. It was like a hero's return, And now I understand that, because when they come back, I'm gonna have you know, that same hero's return for them, because they proved it to me over and over again. Like, that's a hard job for anyone, you know. And I can't feel that place, but we're all going to tie it together, all of us together. Yeah. And yeah, whoever the new guardians are, I'm going to go there and, help them, and, make sure that the library stays a resource, and make sure that it keeps the original intent and themes, I mean, it's not my camp. I'm just trying to help and not make any decisions there. Like, when I'm at skate park, I work for the skate park. When I'm at library, I work for the library. When I'm at Flamingo, I work for the Flamingo. When I'm at the range, I work for the range. I don't overstep my boundaries, but I'm happy to go help, the brave souls who stay here. And yeah, those little things like, hey, I'll babysit your camp for 6 hours so you could go get supplies. Like, that's the difference between surviving and thriving out here. So I'm glad that in my fourth summer, I kind of had that position that I could do that, right? Like I'm trusted in those camps, and and I do have something to teach the new people, and you know, a certain amount of respect that's not like based on toughness or like who's louder or older or what gender orientation you are, but it's based on experience here. You survived. How did you survive? Um, so that's cool. That's what I came here to do. And I wanted to just be the lowliest slabber, but stand among them, and I'm happy to do that. I say a lot. Maybe you don't know. Oh, am I missing anything, Sunshine? Happy Easter. Yeah, I got Easter bunny candy today twice because I was at the Oasis having brunch this morning with all the slabby celebrities, and the Easter bunny came there and gave out candy and everything, and it was awesome. The kids were super happy, and so were the rest of us because we all got candy. And then I went to another camp, and the Easter bunny happened to visit there, and I told them I have a twin brother who looks just like me. I didn't get any candy. And the Easter bunny let me slide, so I got candy twice. Oh, I can't wait to take a nap. It feels good though. I don't push myself like this often. Usually I'm like old and I go to sleep early, and you know, I tend to be the most sober person around and designated driver, and I like to do that. Cook for people, make sure everybody's safe. Um, every once in a while, me and Sonia, we gotta let loose too, and we gotta fucking blow up steam, and maybe about once a month, sometimes every couple of weeks, but basically once a month, we go out and we just, show them how it's done, and we basically we're gonna stay out and rage until either something's burning down, the cops come, one or both of us are physically incapacitated, or we're banned from a camp. And then we're like, okay, time to go home. Yeah, we come close several times there. You know, they say you're not trying hard enough, you're not banned from at least one camp. Am I banned from at least one camp? Oh, let me think about that. Yeah, well, there's places I don't want to go, but am I welcome in some places? Yeah, frowned upon is a good way to put it. Like you better have some legit business if you walk in there.
The only reason they don't tell me is because they're too big of a pussy.
But I also have, countless beds that I could go to. If I knock on the door and say, hey, I don't want to talk about it right now, can I have a safe place to sleep for the night? I could probably do that in 40 different places, I appreciate that too, and I do that for people. We always have to try to keep an extra bed or extra room empty just in case somebody needs it. Somebody's having a bad day, somebody's having a breakup, a couple has a fight, whatever, somebody's depressed, and we always keep that room open. Oh, Lord Jesus. Ooh. Yeah, I've been trying my hand at writing music. I'm kind of just gonna let whatever comes out. I actually don't expect all these new songs to match each other at all, so I would be kind of happy to have like 8 songs in 8 genres, right? Yeah, I'm not trying to be a musician. I'm gonna be 46 years old, or rather, I'm trying to be a musician, but I'm not trying to sell music. Certainly, I'm not trying to release anything that like I'm not singing to anybody who ain't clapping for me right there, like everybody else. I don't really care. I mean, but I would like to, and I'm pretty close. Learn like 30 covers, and I'm trying to do something that nobody did in slap before. Bring my own history to it. Like I'm working on a Method Man cover. I already have a Wu-Tang cover. Like that's fun because the way I sing those songs here, if they never heard the original, they empathize. But if they heard the original, some of these people won't get ooh, black music. But when they hear me tell the story with a guitar, the same story, the same words, they empathize with it. So I really like that. I could share my background from the projects with country music people and rock people, and it's beautiful. And they like it too. They appreciate it because it's a different perspective than they're used to here. I'm very strange for like coming here from the hood. And there's probably a couple other people here from the hood. In fact, I know there are. I could think of a handful, but like, I don't think. Yeah. Coffee. 3:40. Let me read some of these comments. What's up? Who's that? Carlos C. Hey, Carlos C. Do you still like give stuff to the skate park? Because I was up there and they asked for some wood and materials for very good causes. So you might want to talk to Dan and the kids up there. Ooh, lipstick chick. Hi, lipstick chicks. Oh, this is my worst. See, I was like, should I live stream at my worst? And then I was like, why can't they see that too? And this is my worst. Like coffee and hot and tired from too much radical do getting. Wow, that's a rare treat. As you can see that light is just killing me. I'm gonna pretend you're not there for a minute. Can't choose who we were born, but we can choose who we wanna be. And I refuse to be a part of your cruel society. Fuck your money and fuck your bands. Fuck your homophobic friends. Fuck your labels, fuck your brands. Fuck your football team. Long stars to shine above, and there's ground beneath my feet. I would choose who I would love, and not let you decide for me. Fuck your Bible, fuck your laws. Fuck your sage and the norms. Fuck your borders, fuck your fees. Fuck your hypocrisy. For the children of the earth, every nationality, every one of us deserves to live our life with dignity. Fuck your cops and fuck the man. Fuck your Wall Street billionaires. Fuck your judges, fuck your feds. Fuck your bigotry. I didn't sign no constitution, so I'ma do what's right for me. Or should I fight for a country that doesn't fight for me? Fuck your prisons, fuck your greed. Fuck your wars overseas. Fuck your violence, fuck your silence. Fuck your misogyny. Can't choose who we were born, we can choose who we wanna be. And I refuse to be a part of your cruel society. That's the first song I wrote so far. Yeah. Pretty gay, but that's what comes out. What are you gonna do? We don't hang these facts on none. Let me see the comments. Ooh, child. Woo! Fun times. Oh, figure if I could play at the end of my rope like this, like difficult situations, like walking in the wind and backwards at night, then it'll get easier to play on a stage. I do it anyway, but it's never easy. I just do it anyway because like everyone else does, and this is the place to do it. I trust these people. They taught me music, so yay. I'll make a separate recording that. But, yeah, I'm already working on the second and third one. My sunset is when all the flies come in and they leave. Tara, I already got on video. You want to say hi? You want to say hi? Oh my god. Oh my god, you're getting too big for this. Oh, don't lick me. Say hi. Don't lick me, yo. Tara. Hi, Tara. Hi, Tara. There's my battery. All right. Go to your one of your two mamas. I will light the match this morning, so I won't be alone. Watch as she lies silent, for soon light will be gone. Oh, I will stand arms outstretched, pretend I'm free to roam. I will make my way through one more day. Yeah. How much difference does it make? How much difference does it make? I will hold the candle till it burns up my arm. Oh, I'll keep taking punches till their will grows tired. I will stare the sun down till my eyes go blind. Yeah, I won't change direction, and I won't change my mind. How much difference does it make? How much difference does it make? How much difference? That was the first song I was sung at the range, I think. Yep. On a purple sparkly glitter electric guitar. And I won in a fight with a bouncer in LA. See? I'm gonna start it. I'm gonna start a fight. Someone else just stand there. You put your hands on me on camera, that's all I need. Sorry, buddy. Broke my phone. Got to beat you up. Camera said you hit me first. They took $100 out of the stripper till. I went next to the pawn shop with the fucking purple sparkly electric guitar and played that shit in front of the strip club. Like, can I stay here now? And not my fault. You know, sorry. I look homeless to you. I'm home free. It's a difference. All right. I'm play some more music. Y'all probably tired of hearing me talk. All right. Man, I wish this freaking lighting situation would go though, but you know. Oh, I'll make some good informative videos and stuff. I want to show you the real times too. It's hard life out here. It's hot. Trying to do the right thing all the time. I love it. It's the best job I ever had, but it's not easy. It's not always rainbows and butterflies, but you know what? It often is. That's why I do it. Because it fucking often is. That's the truth. Got a lot of beautiful rainbow butterfly moments here. I got a new litany. I don't know if I'm ready to bust that out, but I'm gonna bust that out at some point. Let's see. Let's do that Wu-Tang song since I talked about it already. All right. This is how I do it in slabs. I go up to the old folks. I get on races. And I love these old folks. That's not disrespectful. I love them people. I literally have their bags. I respect the people I've been here 30 years. I've been out here 3, and it feels like 30. God bless them. I say they get to leave. They get to go back. I'll stay in front of your house for a while. Pass the torch on. Someday I'll leave too, but not this summer. Don't go for it. How can you just leave me standing alone in a world so cold? Maybe I'm just too demanding. Maybe I'm just like my father, too old. Maybe I'm just like my mother. She's never satisfied. Why do we scream at each other? This is what it sounds like when the doves cry. Paint, if you will, the picture of you and I engaged in a kiss. Animals strike curious poses. They feel the heat between me and you. How can you just leave me standing alone in a world that's so cold? Maybe I'm just too demanding. Maybe I'm just like my father, too bold. Maybe I'm just like my mother. She's never satisfied. Why do we scream at each other? This is what it sounds like when the doves cry. See, that was terrible, bro. Okay, I'll watch these videos. I used to work at the Sci-Fi Channel. People walk in there, ask a lot of people. You ask anybody almost, and then like, "What's your favorite Sci-Fi show?" Most of us would be like, "I don't watch that shit." Not because we're not sci-fi fans. That's why I got the job, obviously. But like, what pizza chef goes home and cooks another pizza? You know what I mean? Like, I don't even watch my friends' channels. I love them. Like, sometimes I do when I catch them on where it's important. But like, honestly, I'd rather just ask them to their face. And a lot of stuff that I can't even talk about on YouTube. A lot of us talk about this. Like, the beauty of this place is that some of it just can't be captured. Some of it culturally, like, Slabbers First, like, we handle our business here, and there's like, I'm not gonna release details that are unnecessary. I'm very careful, to protect this place. And if I'm not, I'm gonna get shredded by other people who are gonna be like, hey, you wanna fucking sit in the circle, then you gotta keep in the circle, which I totally agree with. So there's a lot of stories like, it's only one way to experience the slabs, and that's what you're feeding the sand. And this sky, you'll never see it. Like, the Milky Way is visible from shooting stars and comets and Milky Way, and you can see other galaxies, and it's like, wow, I can't take a picture of that for you. I can't tell you what it's like to in a dimly lit hot springs with all your friends, on a fucking beautiful midnight. Like, we don't have enough exposure time. Only we were black, and anyway, then like, you know, people don't want to be filmed while they're taking a bath, and most of us, not all of us, are naked. So you have to be there. You have to jump in the water with us to understand. You know? Two of my friends, I mean more than that, but two of my personal friends recently, within the last few months, actually died at that hot springs, and it's not the first time people died there. You know, it's not that it's dangerous. It's just like the same reason all the animal fossils are found around the watering hole because all the animals are there. So um, I can't teach it. I can't. It's a lot. And like some of the politics, some of the stories, some of the heroics. People out here don't get credit saving lives because giving them credit would interfere with that mission of saving lives. And like, man, you know, that's real. That's real. Whereas everyone, it got hot in the afternoon here, so everybody kind of ran, and everybody's busy, and it's a chaotic storm as always. Sonia's here. I mean, other people are here. I keep most of the people off camera. Like some of the kids are here, and they don't mind. I ask everybody. I give them a scale. I'm like, hey, I like to film. You know, what's your comfort level? Like, one, keep me the fuck out of it. Like, two, like only far away from the background. Like, three is like, I don't mind being there, but like, don't put the camera in my face. Or it's like, yeah, I'm happy if you ask me questions or whatever, but like, you know, not all the time or whatever. And five is like, yeah, I want to co-host with you. So I'm open to all of those with my friends and family. Other people's stories here need to be told, but they're doing just fine. We got documentary film crews in this camp. There's a really new camp. Like at least 4 times we've had documentary film for different people and different aspects as well. So that's cool. Um, my worst day here is still better than Babylon. Like those people crazy who just you gotta be crazy to live here. That's what they say in the slabs. Like we're all here because we're not all there. Like you have to be crazy to be like, oh look, mentally ill and like all different kinds of people in a desert and like no one calls the cops and look, everyone has weapons and like there's drugs and thousands of unleashed dogs and all the natural disasters and just you have to be crazy to live here because it's easier to live almost anywhere else. But you have to want it hard enough. Like I want my freedom more than I want my comfort. Um, it's fun, every once in a while, people walk in here, man. People drive by around the main road, hundreds of cars sometimes. Maybe one out of 1,000 people actually just pulls into the driveway and says, "Hey, can I listen to your music for a little while? Hey, you guys want a beer?" And those people, man, I did this in New York too. Like I give you access to things that no tourist ever had because you stepped in here and asked us and cared and asked us questions and you wanted to get to know the story and like I've explored a lot of stories. So let me show you something no tourist ever seen before. Hey, look, you're the only tourist at this party right now. Um, uh, that's that's the good people who come here. Like then we have other people. Like the other day, a couple came to Hot Springs and they left their bag out and they're obviously like no dirt on it car with out of state tag or whatever, like clean and just Babylonian. And they went to go swim in this place, which is everyone's welcome, but like, you're doing it for fun, we're taking a bath. And that's cool. And I love when they get in with us too, like I said, because now you're one of us. Like, I treat you different if you're in the water or watching us from up there. If you're watching us from up there and you got your clothes on, we're gonna be like, it's not the way you want to meet slabbers, like invading the bath time. You're in there and you can look from closer if you can sit next to the person and have some respect. Like, you know. Um, anyway, this couple shows up. They swim in the hot springs. They leave their bag out. Bag gets stolen. Um, they have to spend the night there at the hot springs because they don't have no keys for their car because the keys in the bag. You know. And in the morning, they walk up to my camp, which is not far from the hot springs, and like, oh, somebody told us to ask for you. Like maybe you could help us get our keys back. And they told me the story and stuff. And I was like, oh, that's sad. I hate that was your experience, but, um, I will talk to everyone here and try to get your keys back because we don't want you stranded here either. And, it's just not right to treat guests that way, even if they are like clueless enough to like throw their bag and jump in a pool, and clearly you don't live here and your bag is out of sight and that kind of thing. Like, you know, I leave my bag there because I live here and like I could do that. You know, there ain't nothing in that bag that I won't share with anyone who asks. Um, but like, so anyway, I like had to go all over it and I really felt bad. It took me a while, like made a lot of phone calls and a lot of promises, like, hey, just put the word out. Like if I get this key back, then like I'm not gonna ask who put it there. I just want these people to get home. You know what I mean? And like they don't really care about the rest of the bag and stuff. And like they just need their keys. You know what I mean? So I did that, like, and it was really complicated. And like I had to leave my camp so I don't see the person they sent to put the key on my desk, kind of thing. You know what I mean? And then they wanted like $20, which is honestly like to me that's not a bribe because that might be the only way that the person who's talking to me can get it from the person who took it. It's like an incentive. And if it was me, $20 to get your car out, like um, I would do it. Like what's worth $20 is like you know everything they have on costs more than that, and everything we have on we picked up from a pile of donations. So $20 ain't nothing for them. Um, and I wanted to show them that they were not all assholes here and stuff. And so I negotiated all and stuff, and I left my camp. I came back. The key was there. Like um, I left like $20 in an envelope, and then they put the key in the envelope. It was like super ridiculous cloak and dagger because that person like doesn't want to be known as a thief or whatever. Who knows? Like I didn't ask questions because I just wanted the keys. Um, and I arrange it for them. They come back in a bit, and I give them the keys, and I told them I paid the $20 or whatever. And I was like, you could cash app me. You could like Facebook friend me. Like I'm really easy to find. If you search Luis Slab City on like YouTube or Facebook, it's like pretty easy to find me. Like every slabber is my friend. If there's a Luis with you know all the usual suspects, like you know. Anyway, like I'm not that hard to find. I didn't, my phone got smashed at prom, which was totally worth it. Slab City prom. That's like rager, um, worth it. But I couldn't just cash app them immediately or whatever. And these people left and never gave my money. That was our last $20 cash. But I didn't want like to have to go to ATM. I'm not gonna hold somebody's keys. Like it's not a ransom, and we're not assholes. You know what I mean? Like, but they never cash at me back $20. I was like, we got another $20 yesterday, but like it's a lot of money to us. Like that was our last $20 too. Like for 2 days we didn't have money because that was supposed to kind of cover, it. And that was okay. Like not a big deal, but it just shows like I stuck my neck out and like spent a lot of time and stuff, and like I got your key back so you could get home, and you didn't even bother to give the homeless person who paid the $20 to get your key back even bother to give it back. Like that's entitlement right there. That's like why they took your keys in the first place, honestly. Like because you act that way, because you're callous, because you won't even notice the $20, but we noticed it for 3 days. Yeah, I can still use that $20 now. I have like $13 left. I gotta buy water for $25 tomorrow. Like I might have to come up with it, and I will. But like, you know what I mean? It's a lot of money to us. That's $20 is 100 gallons of water for these people. Like it's not insignificant. $20 buys a huge bag of tobacco that we can all smoke for a week. You know, and these people came and like we're given all the help. We're like, rescued and couldn't wait to get out of here and fuck us off too because we're all the same piece of shit, stabby people. Like I didn't have to do any of that for them. I spent hours. I called in favors. You know what I mean? I'm like, hey, it's not easy. Friends in low places are harder to maintain than friends in high places. And I try not to burn that. Try to use it only when I need to. And I used it on a Babylonian, and the fucking Babylonian fucked me for something that they wouldn't even notice. And like, it's not fair. And like, whatever. I'm not mad, but like, that's why I live here. And every day I have that choice. Like, I'm twice as crazy as these people because every day I wake up and I can leave anytime, be comfortable again, nearly anywhere else. And every day I'm like, nope, still better than Babylon. And fucking do it again. That's why that kind of thing, like that kind of like lack of empathizing with people who are literally homeless, who are trying to help you and will give you their last dollar to help you get home, and you can't even pay them back. You know, sad man. Whatever. That's their karma. I say it's not. I'm not angry. I'm disappointed, honestly. You know, because like I can't imagine how somebody would do that. Would come up and like I spent hours. They know it. Like I told them through the whole process. Don't worry, I'm getting the keys. You're fine. You want to hang out at our camp and hang out in the shade. Like drink our soda. You know, like I just wanted to show them that not everybody's an asshole who's going to take something from you. In Slab City, there's a lot of good people here. There's music, there's art, there's culture. If you're open to it, if you walk in and you say hello, what's this about? They'll tell you. You know, it might. Yeah. So okay, and that sucks. Like, that's so disappointing, man. It's $20 is nothing. You spend more than that on gas to get here for a frivolous fun time. Like, I don't know. Yeah, it made me sad. It made me sad that because we're already not materialistic. That's why we only have $20 because we spend every dollar we get on helping other people and like community stuff. Like we keep $5 around sometimes so we could like buy simple items in the slabs. I have a split a burger sometimes. Like how clueless do you have to be, and how thoughtless you have to be, and how entitled do you have to be to think that homeless people to take their last $20. The new key that you would have had to get, the AAA, it's hundreds of dollars. Like damn, it makes me not want to stick my neck out for the next hour. But I felt bad for them. They came to me for help too. It wasn't like I found them at the hospital. Somebody sent them here. Because I have a good word of helping people and being trustworthy. And like, that fucking person, whoever stole it, like, they got a habit. They're desperate. They were trying to get a bag with money or weed from people who they know could replace it without a second thought and wouldn't give it to them if they asked. And that key was in the bottom of the bag, and they didn't want to do that either. They were fucking probably terrified. Um, yeah, man, I don't know how you're gonna take $20 like that from the poorest people, and that like that affects a lot of people. And that's because it doesn't mean anything to them to like burn the $20 in front of you. Like I got hungry people here, you know. What are you doing? Like, but how can I not help them? They came here and asked for help, you know. Like I told them, "Are you okay with that?" I said, "It's not a bribe or anything. Like I'm not getting the money. Trust me. Like, you know, like I need to give them an incentive to give it back because they don't know you and you're not even from around here. Like, police ain't gonna help you. Who they gonna go? They don't. They're not gonna go like me, and they don't serve these people. They don't run a needle exchange or feed these people and say, "Hey, listen, I need those keys." Cops can't do that here. Like, oh, anyway, I'm gonna get over it. But like, man, it sucks, man. Just destroys my faith in humanity that they can't tell the difference between me and the guy who stole the keys. We're both the same. They don't care. They just want us to get out of here and fuck you, pay me. Read some of these comments. Oh. Whew. I got permission. Me and Jinxie got permission today to cover corn in the slabs. That's like, man, it's the little things. Like, that's a bucket list item for me. I was like, you and Jinx cover my songs when I'm gone. It's like, man, I'm gonna do my best because I really like that. I got like corn songs in my playlist next to my regular playlist because if I didn't know them, I would still like it. So it's awesome. Thank you, Corn. Thank you. And I get to do with Jinxie. This is like dope. Another, like I said, all I wanted to be was the least of the slabbers on that stage. Thank you for that. Oh, why do you people like this? Why? This is tobacco, by the way. I mean, I have the right, and I reserve the right of the same smell. Mm. La, la, la. Oh man, we got so much on our list. Oof. Hard work out here. And we have a very few weeks before it becomes a possibility of working a day. We've already switched to working at night and a little bit in the day. So it gets harder and harder. And then we just sit around with whatever we've managed to put up for 3 months and do our best. I think we'll be fine. Hmm. The prophet always sacrifices the most, but is rewarded in the golden kingdom of heaven. I think heaven is overrated. If I had a choice of afterlives, heaven would be pretty near the bottom. Uh, if I have a choice, Valhalla with $50, a fur coat, and a guitar. That's my first choice right there. Second choice, a place like this, Purgatory Limbo, somewhere in the middle of everywhere where I could do just like I'm doing here and lift people up into higher planes and occasionally stomp a monster down into lower planes. I like that job, and I'm not a bliss seeker, so I don't need heaven. And like the reason I don't like the traditional version of heaven is because, first of all, it's pretty racist. All right, most Judeo-Christian people have been Western, right? The vast majority, like for example, there's a lot of Eskimos in hell. Almost all of them, I would imagine, with a couple of rare exceptions. Like every African tribesman ever. Gandhi's in jail because he wasn't Christian. You know, John Lennon and all the gay folks. I mean, damn, Alan Turing, like, I want to go where he's going because, like, that is like Alan Turing's very special to me. I've studied life. I actually, my work is based on Alan Turing's work. I've read every like paper that Alan Turing's ever read, all the Enigma stuff, all the AI stuff, and there's some really cool stuff. Like Alan Turing believed in telepathy. He's one of the smartest men in the world. Believed in telepathy. I read that paper real carefully because, it's interesting uh, that a man of such knowledge believes in telepathy. I believe in telepathy too. I use it every day. You know. But yeah, put me next to Alan Turing in a fucking every rock band ever, and like, yeah, it's kind of racist. I think honestly, like, and then also you're like sitting up there, you know, and these people are in hell, but you're still happy and blissful, and like, I heard all they do is sing all day. Like, that's no kind of life. What progress are you making? Sing the same song forever. Gross. Honestly, I'd rather burn in hell because we found free. At least that pain is my pain, and I'm present. And the human mind and the human body is incredibly adaptable. And if you're burning forever, your mind's going to focus that out as white noise. And like, eventually, you're just going to be chilling in hell. And, whatever. So, yeah, I would rather go to hell than heaven. That's real. I know it's crazy, but that's like real. That's not how I travel anyway. Like, I'm a Buddhist. I want to come back as many times as they let me. In as many forms as they let me. And, see you at the end of the universe. Like, whatever. Before death is eternity. After death is eternity. There is no death. There's only eternity. And you're worrying about the afterlife, but there's a before life. And you came from the source of the thing that you are going to. That nothingness that you are afraid of is where you came from. It's inevitable that you come back from it. If there was an infinity before I got here, then how did infinite time pass? And how am I here? Right? And there will never be a moment in my existence where I say I am dead now. So therefore, death is beyond my existence. I will never experience it. I will never die. And the thing that you are fearing will never happen to you because you will never have that moment where it goes, there it is, I'm dead now. Valhalla's for warriors. What are you trying to say? You fight me? Come fight me. I don't know if I'm a warrior. I don't think so. I'm definitely not a fighter. That's not how I win. I'm one with kindness, intelligence, wisdom, uh, discipline, balance, uh, and support. Because I don't do anything rash, and you know, what brief review? I'm looking at Salt and Sea right now. It's getting dark in here. Should I do some more music? That poor inverter. Okay.
In my eyes.
Need some water.